Hey guys, so today's video is going to be my July favorites and actually kind of partially June favorites too. It's going to be a really long video because I have a lot of stuff to talk about since I haven't done one in a couple months. So you might want to get like a snack, preferably donuts if you have donuts. I wish I did. And anyways, I'm just gonna hop right into it, so let's go. I have a lot of brushes to talk about, first of all, because I don't know what happened, but I just kind of hit the brush jackpot. I got sent a bunch of brushes from different companies over the past couple months, and I have really loved some of them, so I'm just gonna start out with this brand called Furless. I think like a vegan brush company, so they don't use any animal hair or anything like that. And they sent me this kit. I can't remember the name of it. I'll have to link it down below. Basically, it's just a set that comes with 8 brushes. There's only 7 in here right now, I think. Yeah, 7, because I don't know where I put the eyeliner brush. I think I just washed it and then misplaced it. Story of my life. But it comes with a few different face brushes and then some eye brushes over here. It's a really great set if you're starting out with makeup brushes and you don't know what to go for. This basically just has everything you need. And then they also sent me some brushes from the Couture Body Contour limited edition brush set. They sent me 4. It came with 4 of them, but I like 2 of them more than the others, and they're basically just brushes that you're supposed to use to contour your body, but these are so small and the perfect size for my face, so I really like to use this one to highlight and then this one to contour or bronze my face. If you guys follow me on Instagram or if you've been subscribed to my channel for a while, you will know that I love the Suva Beauty Pro palette, which is an eyeshadow palette full of a bunch of different matte and shimmer eyeshadows. And recently, they just launched their first brush line, and Shayna, who is the founder of Suva, sent me some of the brushes to try out, and I have a few of my favorites that I'm going to show you. They do have 2 sets of brushes, and I think you can also buy them together as one, but one is the 6-piece eye set and one's a 6-piece face set. And I think they're only around like $30 or $40 each, which is... I swear to God, I have to drop a brush at least once in every single one of my videos. Okay, so I'm going to show you a few of my favorites from the face set. I have 4 here. One is a flat top kabuki brush, and this is amazing for blending out foundation. Usually I don't really like brushes too much for foundation, but I've kind of changed my ways over the past month or so because I've gotten so many good brushes to try out. So I really like that one. And then there is kind of this angled contour foundation brush. I say contour foundation because I really like it for foundation. As you could tell, I used it today. It's a little bit dirty, but it's also really great for contouring with powder, and I'm sure it would work with cream too. And then there's a powder contour brush, and it's just really nice and soft, and it's not too big, so you can really fit it underneath your cheekbone, and it just does a really good job of blending out contour. And last but not least, these are my favorite types of concealer brushes. It's kind of just like a little angled brush like this. It's perfect for just blending out your concealer under your eye, and also I kind of like to use it for setting powder under here as well. It's just angled, so it fits really nicely right there. And I have a few favorites from the eye set as well. The first one is a blending brush. It is just a really nice blending brush. It's really soft, it's not too big, it's not too small, and it just, I don't know, sometimes I feel like blending brushes feel really scratchy on my eyelid, but this is just extremely soft and comfortable. And then of course there's a little pencil brush, which everyone needs, I feel like. It's just really nice for like cutting a crease or running eyeshadow underneath your lower lash line, or, you know, putting shadow in the inner corner. It's just, you can do a bunch of different stuff with these, and I really like this one. It's nice and dense. And then everyone just needs one of these flat shader brushes. I like to use this to pack color on the lid. All in all, I think that she picked out the best style of brushes for the sets that she has, and they're a really good price. They're really affordable, and I just think they're really great quality. Okay, last but not least, I have a few Sigma brushes, and you guys probably saw this coming because I've used these in a couple tutorials, like the past 2, I think. Okay, I have 4 that I'm going to show you today that are my favorites that I got sent. And the first one is this 3D HD Kabuki brush. I've never seen a brush like this before. The shape is so unique. It's like kind of at a point, like a triangular point up here. And that just makes it really easy to blend out like under eye concealer or foundation just anywhere really around your face. Makes it easy to get around your nostrils. And then that brings me to the 3D HD Precision brush, which is amazing for blending out concealer. It is the same shape, and it's dirty, excuse me. And yeah, it just makes it really easy to get the spots that are kind of hard to get with other flat brushes. I mean, I kind of stray away from foundation brushes, or I used to, because I feel like every single one would just leave like streaks on my face, you know what I mean? But these have not done that. They blend out the foundation really well, and I just really like them. I've never tried Sigma brushes before this, but everybody just always goes crazy over them, so I'm glad to see that they deserve the hype that they get, at least in my opinion. Next favorite Sigma brush I have is the E39. This is just a really small kind of domed blending brush. It's really dense, so it makes it easy to just apply color in the crease and then blend it out with another brush, or you can blend out colors in the crease with this one. You just have to kind of do bigger circular motions because it's not as fluffy as most blending brushes, but I feel like this does have a lot of different purposes. It's also really good for blending eyeshadow out underneath the lower lash line. And then the last one I have here is the Medium Sweeper, or E54. It's just a very, very practical shading brush. It's kind of small, so if you have smaller lids, that'd be good for you. And I also like to use this one for blending out eyeshadow underneath the lower lash line. Okay, I'm gonna move on to makeup, which is the best part, and I'm gonna talk about eye stuff. First things first, Battle-Lash Saucebox palette. I got this maybe a month and a half ago. I have just been in love with it. I've already done a tutorial using this palette, so I will go ahead and link that down below if you guys want to see. And I'm planning on using this for more tutorials as well, with maybe some of the more brighter colors, because those are kind of the stars of the show and they're super fun. Saucebox just makes hands down the best eyeshadow, and I've said that a million times, so I'm just gonna keep it at that. Next up is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Waterproof Cream Color in Jet. It's just a black cream color like this. It's kind of like a gel consistency, which makes it perfect for gel eyeliner. And I've been wearing it the past like 2 weeks or so, and it is just very black. It's like the blackest gel liner that you could possibly get. And it is very creamy, so it's easy to just like run along your lash line. Sometimes I feel like some gel eyeliners are kind of already dry even when you first get them, so you have to kind of work at it, but this is just really easy to use. I got this with a Sephora gift card that I got for my birthday, and I'm so glad that I picked it up, even though I already have like my Inglot gel liner, but I like this one a little bit better. This next thing is kind of interesting. I just picked it up like a week ago. It is the NYX, what is this? The Skinny Mascara, and basically it is just literally the skinniest wand that you'll ever see on a mascara. It doesn't even look like there's a wand in there. It just looks like it's a stick without a wand. A lot of you guys are going to look at this and be like, Kayla, what the hell are you thinking? No one's going to get good lashes with that. But if you are anything like me, one of my biggest pet peeves about mascara and just applying mascara in general is that some of the wands are so big that you can't get right to the base of your lashes, or like the roots of them. So if you're wearing like gel eyeliner and then you put on mascara, you can kind of still see, like, if you have blonde eyelashes like me, some of them will still peek through the very base of your eyelashes, and it just looks bad because you have the black eyeliner and then your blonde roots and then the black tips of your lashes, and I just hate that. Bottom line, I just rambled for like 4 hours, but I like to use this when I'm applying mascara, and I close my eye like this, and I just coat like the tops of my lashes, making sure to almost touch my lid when I'm putting on the mascara, so it gets right down to the base of the lashes. And then this is also really great for lower lashes as well. Okay, another eye kind of related thing is this Bright Eyes Under Eye Brightener by I Am Green Minded. I mentioned this, I think, in my last tutorial, or maybe the one before that. It's just some random like indie company emailed me and asked if they could send me some stuff, and they're an all-natural vegan company. So I started using this. It is kind of like a salmon colored powder that you're supposed to just put under your eyes, and it just really brightens them up. And I do feel like this really, really helps brighten up my under eye area. And I do have a coupon code. I will link that down below if you guys are interested. God damn it, my camera's already dying and I just charged it for like 4 hours. What? I'm gonna have to speed this up, you guys. Okay. Let's do it. We can do it. So I'm going to move on to liquid foundation and face type stuff. And my number one favorite for like the past month, like number one top spot, is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. I have a review and demo of this, and I will link that down below. It is just a really, really great foundation, and I swear to God, this is like the best foundation that I've ever used in my life. Next favorite is my MAC Fix Plus. I had never tried this before. I picked it up for the first time about a month ago, and I just wanted to see what all the hype was about because everyone's always like going crazy over this. And I don't like it on my face as much as I like to use it with eyeshadow. It just makes your eyeshadow pop and look really kind of metallic. But I do like to use this on my face as well. It makes you feel really refreshed, and it gives your skin like a really nice healthy glow. Alright, this next thing is something that I'm so excited about. You know that I love the NYX Taupe Blush to highlight, or to contour. It's like the perfect contour shade for pale skin. And I hit pan on mine recently, and then at the same time I heard that they were discontinuing it, and I was like, what? No, this can't be real life. But I went to Ulta the other day and I saw that they had the HD version of it. It is basically the same exact thing, but it's way more smooth and easy to blend out, which is like a win-win. Okay, next face powder type thing is this Sigma blush called Heavenly. It's a powder blush, and it is basically just the perfect mix of like a matte peach pink. And it's just my favorite color to wear as a blush. It's not too dark, it's not too bright, and I'm wearing it on my face today, but the lights are so like harsh that you guys probably can't see anything but white. I'm really impressed by the Sigma blushes, and they're pretty cheap too. I think they're like around $12, which is pretty good. I mean, once you think about it, the drugstore sells blush for like sometimes up to $10, and I think this is really, really good quality. Okay, last but not least for face products is the Laura Mercier Invisible Loose Powder in Universal. So it's basically just like an invisible setting powder. It just feels so, so nice and silky smooth. This is definitely my favorite loose powder that I've ever tried. I think the last makeup category that I have is lip stuff. So the first one that I'm going to talk about is the Kat Von D Studded Lipstick in Lovecraft. I have been wanting to get this one for a long time, but every time I went to Sephora, it was sold out. So yeah, that sucked. I swear I went like 10 times before I found it in stock. So that's what it looks like swatched. It's kind of a more cool toned pink, which really isn't something that I usually go for. I usually like the more warm toned pinks, but I kind of want to step out of my comfort zone and start doing more like cool toned looks. So I don't know, I really like this, and let's be honest, the packaging is just so kick-ass. I just love it. It looks so cool, just, right? Can you even see it? Next up, I have some new Ofra Cosmetics long-lasting liquid lipsticks. They just launched, I think, 5 new ones for the summer collection. So we've got this reddish orange one called Venice. These 2 nudes, one is slightly pinker than the other. The top one is Pasadena, the bottom one is called Bel Air. And then these 2 kind of purplish plum ones. This one is Santa Ana, and then this one is Malibu. So I'll just go ahead and swatch those next to each other so you guys can see what they look like. All right, so we've got Venice, Bel Air, Pasadena, which is the one that I'm wearing today, and I seriously wear it like almost every day of my life, Santa Ana, and then Malibu. These are probably, honestly, one of my like top 2 or 3 favorite liquid lipstick brands. They don't last the longest, but they are the most comfortable just because they don't get super dry like most long-lasting liquid lipsticks get. They just sit on your lips really comfortably, they don't get too dry, and they don't flake off. This is like one of the only ones that I swear, I promise you, they won't flake off your lips, which is like the biggest pet peeve of mine when it comes to liquid lipsticks. And I would honestly rather have something that doesn't last as long but is more comfortable to wear. So I have just really loved these. I have had them for a while, and I honestly wear these more than like any other lip product that I have. I do believe that I have a 30% coupon code, and I will list that down below. If you guys try it out and it doesn't work, let me know so I can email them. The last lip product I have is by Sigma. It's the Indulgent Lip Base. Basically, it's just a big lip pencil. It's a perfect size to line your lips if you just want to line them, but it's also really good for just filling in your entire lip too. And that is what it looks like right there. It's actually kind of similar to these two, but it's just, I think it pulls a little bit more pink. Okay, I have 3 things left, and this first one is kind of random. It is the, I think it's called like the Spa Brush Cleanser Matte. This is by Sigma, and basically what you do is you just put your hand through this. I swear to God, I've used this like 5 times and I still can't remember how to put it on. Anyways, basically you just put it on your, how do I do this? Oh, got it, just kidding. Oh wait, did I get it? Okay, this is how you put it on your hand. Basically, you just wash your brushes on this. It's got little ridges where you swirl the bristles of your brush around this as the water is like running on top of it. It cleans so well. I used to just clean my brushes by swirling them on the back of my hand under running water, and I would get like soap there, and it would just basically make the back of my hand really raw and sore. So that kind of sucked, and I'm really glad that this has come into my life because it has honestly saved me so much time washing my brushes, because it honestly just takes like 10 seconds per brush tops, and it's clean and good to go, and my hand doesn't feel like a shriveled little raisin at the end of it, so really like this. And the last 2 things I have are kind of skincare type items that I really wish I could go back in time and put in my skincare routine video, just because these are definitely new additions to my skincare routine. Okay, the first one is this Vanity Planet Store spin brush, and I just dropped it on the ground, so if there's a cat hair on it, just don't pay attention to it, okay? Basically, it's kind of like a Clairsonic type thing. I'd never had one before, but I've always wanted to try something like that, and I have just fallen in love. Basically, it has different attachments that you can put on, like these just come right off. And this one I think is just the facial cleanser attachment, and then there's an exfoliating one, which is my second favorite. And then there's like a pumice stone, which you would use on your feet or something like that. That's extremely dry, definitely not your face. And then there's like a bigger body cleansing brush. I use the facial cleansing one on a daily basis just for like a few seconds to really make sure that my facial cleanser is soaked into my face and actually gets like the deepest clean that it possibly could. I use the exfoliating one probably about twice a week, and I feel like it has really helped the dryness on my nose that I still kind of get sometimes. Basically, I just use my Ofra, I forget what it's called, it's like a pearl mask, and I just let that settle into my skin for like 5 minutes, and then I get the bristles of the exfoliating brush head wet and I just kind of massage it into my skin and then I rinse it off and my skin feels really healthy. So I do have a coupon code for this as well, which is awesome because it gives you $70 off the price of $100. So you get it for $30 if you use the code KHSPIN. So yeah, it's a pretty good deal if I do say so myself. And last but not least, for skincare stuff is the Pond's Dry Skin Cream. I'd heard some good things about this in the past, but I finally just decided to pick it up about a month ago, and it's just a rich hydrating facial moisturizer is what it says it is, and it's kind of a thick consistency. Like if I turn this over, okay, I wasn't very confident at first, but it's not so thick that it stays on your skin forever. Like I feel like it only takes a few minutes to just settle into your skin, so this is really great, and I feel like it definitely has helped my skin feel more moisturized and healthy and not so flaky. So even though there were quite a few things that I loved, obviously, over the past month or so, there were some things that just pissed me off, and I'm going to tell you why. Okay, first thing I have is the NYX HD Photogenic Concealer. This might sound surprising to you guys because I've used this a million times in videos before, but okay, let me just tell you, once upon a time, NYX came up with a concealer called 01 Porcelain that was the perfect pale yellow concealer shade, and it was just a dream come true. But then I went back to pick this up like 2 weeks ago, and it is like pink now. It's not yellow anymore. They reformulated the color so that it's just completely different, and it just makes me mad because the other one is so perfect. I mean, I still like the consistency and how this actually looks on the skin, but I just wish the color was the same. Oh, it's so frustrating. I hate when companies do that. The other thing that I'm probably mostly upset about is this Makeup Forever Artist Shadow. It looks really pretty in the pan, and this was like $22. I got it with my birthday Sephora gift card, and everyone goes crazy over these. This is in the shade D562, by the way. I swatched it in the store and it looked beautiful, but then when I got it home and started using it, it's like, you have to apply it with MAC Fix Plus to get any kind of color payoff. I just don't understand. Maybe I just picked up like a bum one. I'm just really disappointed, because I've heard really good things about these and it didn't work at all for me. And then the last thing, which doesn't really matter because I didn't buy it, I just got a sample of it, is the MAC Pro Longwear Waterproof Foundation that just came out not long ago. Basically, it separated on my skin so bad that I had like chunks of foundation over here, and then they would just like separate like the continents over a billion years. And yeah, it just looked gross. It did not look good on my skin, so I'm really glad that I didn't actually buy this, but it's just weird because I feel like everyone really likes it. I don't know. Maybe it works better on oily skin. I have dry skin, so that could be it, but I'm just glad that I didn't spend $30 on it. Okay, I think I finally got through everything. I think that's it for my favorites and not so favorites. Let me know what you guys have been liking over the past month and maybe some of the stuff that you haven't been liking. I'm always really intrigued by people saying that they don't like a certain product that's been really hyped up, because I feel like sometimes I'm the only one that doesn't like certain products that everyone else in the entire world likes. Okay, I'm sweating like super bad from these lights, so I'm gonna peace out. See you guys later. Peace out, Napoleon. What? Okay, bye.